right, I am back. Not that anybody probably noticed, but I have been on a bit of a content hiatus for the last couple months because I made an international move. I moved myself and my family from Canada to Germany. I won't get into why we moved to Germany, but I am now a resident of Germany, which came with its own hurdles as a self-employed business owner. So, but still doing my thing, managing PPC at a high level here from Germany. So I'm back at the grind and will be producing tons of content as usual to share all the things that I am doing and learning. And right now I'm going through a pretty intensive phase of learning again, really following GML, Google Marketing Live. Now, usually at Google Marketing Live, I don't get too bothered in the sense where, yeah, they announce some new tools and whatnot, but this year felt different. This year, Google Marketing Live seemed to truly announce the new era of Google Ads and its further adoption of AI. And I think that our jobs are about to radically change. And not in a way of doom and gloom, like our job is going to change and go away, but the tools that we're using are no longer going to function the way that they used to. And I'm going through a pretty intensive learning phase, learning a whole shitload of new tools, and I'm going to be sharing them along the way. Because I think everybody, we can all learn together through this, because Google doesn't make it easy to learn. It's really hard. There's no rubric. They just, on a freaking Google hosted podcast, say you can do something, but it's quite technical. So the things that I'm going to be diving into and learning and sharing are one, server-side GTM. So Google just announced their own server-side tracking, server-side GTM. I'm going to be learning that for passing better first-party data back to Google, which they were very adamant on being a key lever in this new era. Universal Commerce Protocol. That's going to be a big one. So Universal Commerce Protocol, or UCP, is essentially the system that allows an AI bot or agent to purchase from your store. Now, or to send a lead even, or to call your business. Now, this sounds a little bit in the future because, not everybody is everybody is on ChatGPT and Gemini, but not everybody is using it at an agent perspective. But I think that's going to change, where it's going to be, hey, AI agent, I need a new roof. Call 4 companies and get them to answer these 4 questions and tell me which one was best. I need something for my house. I need some screws for the wall to mount some pictures. Just go find me some and buy them. I think that's coming. And even just for an agent to, if they're not even making the purchase, just communicating with your store to ask questions, that's coming. And UCP, Universal Commerce Protocol, is the system in place to manage that. And it seems pretty straightforward on the surface, but I'm going to be posting more content on how to set it up. So stay tuned for that. Also, conversational attributes. There are a number of new Merchant Center fields. So I don't know if they're new, but they're new to me. Merchant Center fields that are key for communicating the necessary info to your agent, or just to you to chat with your data, or to chat with your store in an AI overview. So that's product. This is the Merchant Center fields: product highlights, product details, variant options, question and answers, document links. These are all fields that I'm going to be heavily optimizing towards, and obviously sharing how I do it. So that's just the tip of the iceberg, but there's a lot going on. And as usual, I like to kind of get ahead of the curve a little bit on adopting some of these new tools. And that's the power of a freelancer, right? We have the ability to pivot. And if you work at an agency, this is your chance to stand out at the agency. Learn this stuff before it comes down to you in the pipeline from, the management, before they build their protocols. Learn this stuff so you can be seen as an expert in your agency. Or if you're a freelancer or managing the account in your business, like, you're going to want to know this stuff. So I'm going to be commenting and posting about my journey through it, though I'm not an expert on it yet, obviously. But I also did want to announce that I am going to be hosting a mastermind, a weekly mastermind here in the European time zones. Um, a big part for me in learning Google Ads and staying sharp has always been speaking with other people about what we're doing, what we're struggling with, what we're getting our successes from, having a bit of a community to ask questions and give answers. And now that I live in Germany, I had to more or less leave these groups because they're all on Eastern time zones or North American time zones. So I thought, why not host one here in Europe? So I hosted a school community. It's going to be gated behind a $35 paywall. It's not very much considering most other masterminds are, 100 bucks, but I wanted to make a paywall because I really want only people who are serious about ads management. I might even increase this paywall down the line, but I don't want it to be a massive group. I want it to be really just paid professionals, people who are eager to learn. This is not going to be a course. I'm not going to be giving courses or any extra content. It's straight up just a weekly call of ads professionals, and we just shoot the shit. So if that's something that interests you, I'll leave a link in the notes to this video, and please join. Our first session is going to be next week. It's going to be every Wednesday at 12 o'clock Central European time. So that's like the same time in Germany. And I hope to see you all there. And until then, I will be posting more informal content like this. I'm taking a bit of a back seat from like the full podcast. I just wasn't a big fan of making like polished podcast content. For now, at least, maybe if I get like a co-host, we'll do some chats together. But for now, I just want to release something like this, just an honest, off the cuff, straight up, just talk about the stuff that I'm doing. And hopefully that resonates with you. And I will still be on the paid search podcast as well for regular features there. So stay tuned. See you next time.